It's time for the talking to stop and the...
This bout...
We've waited a long time. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Ooh, that uppercut had to hurt. Do you believe what we are seeing? And down goes the Sandman. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, four.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight to Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. That counter shot lands. Missing with the hook. That hook's blocked. The tower, they're going to throw it in. Why weren't they covering up? What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. Nice counter. They threw the hook. It didn't land. And he scores with the counter. This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got... Hold that thought! Oh, and they got rocked! What a moment this is! I thought we were going to see the finish. Hold it right there! Whoa, and you saw the Sandman is down. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up.
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response, though. Got back up.
On to the third. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Incredible work rate. Stamina is off the charts. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Did you see that? And now going for the... And down goes Street Killer. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and nope.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got to think right.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to let... And the first big shot. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming up? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Well done with that counter shot. The straight right just misses. Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
His stamina is off the charts. That counter punch caught him clean. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Perfect counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now.
Oh my God, Johnny! What a massive upset this would be. Street Killer has been dropped. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at?
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. And they got caught. And Street Killer goes down. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take a... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay? Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot say. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And Street Killer has been dropped. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it. Another TKO win here.
Nothing in my way will make me be afraid. And I can feel it in my bones. Yeah, I can feel it in my soul. Yeah, I can feel it, no letting go. And I can feel it, it's getting close. I said, I can't stand by anymore. Looking in from the outside, I know I can hold the phone. They can't keep my hands tied. I need strength to carry on. Without me push it through. Oh, no one can save me from myself. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my...
Here we have Street Killer from the Netherlands. And we welcome you to this beautiful... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Beautiful counter punch. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. You know, they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. Why weren't they covering up? How did they pull her right there? And we may see a stoppage, and Showboat is down to the canvas. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
He parries away that left hook. And he scores with the counter. Not the best. Did you see that? Where was the defense? And down goes Showboat. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
That's lights out right there.
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
Pick a side. Will you live? Will you die? Will you quit? Will you try? Sweating eyes. Who am I? Champion till I die. Every morning, every night. Boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd going wow. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Pick a side. Only two options, be with the winners or the other guys. Yeah, ain't no time. We already on the way. Better get themselves in line. Thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up. Now all the kids got a new hero. They ain't never seen so many zeros. And that's when the crowd starts to shout. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight.
Get ready for an out-of-this-world experience as we're set for fights here at the Observatory. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first is Street Killer, and they do have a weight advantage here. And they'll be facing the Meteor, and they will have a power advantage here. It's the middleweight division, plenty of power as well as a lot of... First up, Street Killer from the Netherlands. And they hold the SCI national title. In their last fight, they won by knockout.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of...
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Do you believe this? The right hook just missed. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. A chance to make history. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Days.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And we may see an early... And down goes the meteor. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Resilient.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see? And the meteor crashes down to the canvas. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory.
I watched him win the title. I don't have to think too heavy, I can remember. City centers hella cold in the December. The roads that I'm from will turn you to a contender. I'm a Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant the granny's out. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about back here. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton out. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. I'm getting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting patted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Become your rivals, you know the hustle paid. You know you took your lemons and turn them to lemonade. I'm from money where the police are getting with, and that's a true story. That's not something you just say.
Here we have Street Killer from the Netherlands, and they hold the SCI national title. The last time we saw them, they won by knockout, looking to do the same here.
This bout is scheduled.
All the talking had... The build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. uppercut doesn't get through. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Beautiful counter shot. Incredible work rate. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well, you can't do that, can you? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Catch and shoot. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell for round two. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. Nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. This is a high-octane battle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Those counter punches have to hurt. He threw a punch and just got countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got...
The bell rings and we start the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And he caught George Groves big there. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that that moment of trouble has passed.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with that hook. This fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Only catching air with that hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
George Groves stumbling backwards. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. And he misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? A swing and a miss with that jab. All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. And now they're right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But